Hey, it's Sabby here with How to Tilt Brush Part 1, Episode 4. In this episode, I'll talk about the buttons and features on the Labs panel, including the Twitch and YouTube chat windows, Guess the Word, the local media library, the model pin, the export button, and the Spectator Camera. Okay, let's get to it. When you are in advanced mode, you can find the Labs panel by hovering over the G on the main menu, then click the three dots for more options. Spawn the Labs panel by clicking the flask icon. This panel can be added to your palette for easy access if you'd like. The first feature is the Twitch chat. When you click on this button, it will spawn a chat window. This window will let you see your Twitch chat whether you are live streaming at the moment or not. The second feature is the YouTube chat window, and this window will let you see your live stream chat once you are live. To activate these chat windows requires working with the command line in the configuration file. It is somewhat advanced, and a tutorial about this will be available in the Tilt Brush Advanced playlist. Guess the Word is a fun word guessing game that you can play with an audience. When you are inside Tilt Brush, click the Tiltosaurus button for a new word. You can see the word and the category, but the audience can only see the category of the word on the screen. Draw out a scene to help the audience guess the word. Once you are finished with that word, move on to the next one by clicking the Tiltosaurus icon, then the refresh button. This will clear the sketch, reset the world, and save that sketch to your sketches page in the sketchbook. To save memory on your computer, you can delete these sketches by clicking on the three dots, then click the trash icon. You can edit the word list for this game by moving its data file into the Tilt Brush Documents folder, then editing the data. To do this is somewhat advanced, and a tutorial about this will be available in the Tilt Brush Advanced playlist. The local media library is where you can import reference photos and models for your sketch. When you click on the book icon, the media library will pop out. Access your models from the local models button. Here you will find your imported models to use in the scene or to use as a guide for your sketch. To fill this models page, import models using the Add Media button on the top left of the panel. This will open the media library folders on your desktop. Or you can open the media library folder through your My Documents, then Tilt Brush folder, media library, and then the models folder. Add 3D files from your computer by dropping them into your media library folder on your computer. You can import FBX and OBJ files into Tilt Brush, download from a site, or import your models from another app's export folder. The local images button is where you will find your reference photos after adding them to the images folder in the Tilt Brush media library folder. JPEGs and PNGs can be imported into Tilt Brush easily. I love using reference photos while creating my art because for me, it makes it easier to get started. Reference photos and models are a great way to start creating dimensional artwork in VR. You can trace around the surfaces to get the perfect proportion for anatomy, or transfer as much 2D information as you can to help you build up your 3D art piece. Using a PNG with transparent areas adds a really neat effect in your mixed media art piece. Save time on making foliage or create a virtual collage with a 3D effect. Add texture to a building wall. Models and reference photos can be used as a part of your artwork as well. When uploading your mixed media art piece to the Poly website, the media library pictures and objects will need to be uploaded individually to Poly first to be able to appear in your final uploaded art piece. Upload the model and make sure that it is on Remixable and Public and use it from the Poly Models panel. Check the license and usage policies for adding assets to any platform that you're uploading to. The Poly website upload policy is linked in the description for reference. The model pin is a tool you can use to pin objects so that they stay in place. Just toggle the pin button on and the tool loads on your brush controller. Press the trigger to activate the pin. Just hold the trigger down and touch the objects to pin it in place. You can pin objects, photos, and guides, which makes it easier to work with without moving them out of place. When you want to unpin the object or guide, just toggle the pin function with the thumb pad to unpin the object. The pin tool will turn red and have a red X to indicate the unpin mode. Just press the trigger, then touch the object, and the pin will pop out to unpin the object. A shortcut to use the pin function is to grip the object, and while holding it, press the trigger button. Using the pin tooltip compared to the gripping shortcut is a little more accurate to pin your objects in place once they are in the perfect spot. You can find the pin tool on your quick tool menu as well. The export button will export your artwork to your computer as an FBX file. This is a different function than the upload button. The upload button will send your file to the Poly platform, while the export button will create a file on your computer, which can be used for other uses. To find these exported files, just open your My Documents folder, then the Tilt Brush folder, and then it will be in your Exports folder. Each export will create a new folder with various files that contain information such as the geometry of your art, the brushes you used, and the colors. What you can do with these exported files will be covered more in part 3 of this How to Tilt Brush series. The Spectator Camera gives your audience a different perspective of your art. It has settings that can be selected by the slider. When the slider is all the way to the left, the audience can see what you are seeing through your headset. This is the default view when opening Tilt Brush. One notch to the right, this is the stationary mode, and the Spectator Camera spawns into your scene as a square camera window with 4 lines on each corner projecting towards the front of the camera. These lines tell you where the camera's field of view is. You can grab the camera with the grip buttons on either controller and move the camera. The camera can be snapped to the Y-axis and snaps straight up and down for accuracy. If you move the slider to the right another notch, the camera will slowly move in a figure 8 pattern. When the selector is all the way to the right, the camera will move along a projected circular pattern. The camera face can be adjusted to various angles for more drama and perspective. When I stream my art process, I like to give my audience a variety of views, and I use a combination of camera angles just to keep things interesting. Join me in the next episode where I will go over the Tools panel and how to turn your artwork into a photo, video, or GIF, and tips and tricks on using the Selection tool, and how to make a tornado and other fun geometry with the Mirror tool. Join the VR Art Live community for VR art entertainment and content, and to find a growing community of VR artist streamers. You can join in on our Facebook page as well by searching VR Art Live, or see the links below. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.